Hey, welcome to Honey and Brown.
Yeah, welcome. This is a bit of a different part of our channel. Typically we do a lot of like anime, music, TV, trailer, kind of like nerd stuff on the channel, but this is something that my wife and I have been kind of like debating about if we wanted to like do this, but it's a segment on the channel. It's called Reconnect to Reality. Basically the premise of this part of the channel is just, you know, us, you guys, everybody, we just gotta start to reconnect to the real life, you know. And I think this kind of hit us both the last couple of years, especially the last couple of months. But kind of what really prompted me to like really want to start this part of the channel is recently Blockbuster, Blockbuster, I don't know if you guys remember, but Blockbuster used to be, for those of you who don't remember, Blockbuster used to be a video store that used to actually walk into. You would have a membership card and you would go and rent movies or video games. But that just kind of got me thinking, because recently Blockbuster went out of business due to Netflix, but recently Blockbuster's website started to become more active, and we'll put the image up right here of what was released on the Blockbuster website. And when I saw that, I don't know, something kind of existential sort of hit me, where I was just thinking about kind of like the old ways of life, before social media became such a huge part of our lives, what life was like prior to that. And it kind of got me, it kind of got us both thinking, because we both kind of like have these type of like weird philosophical conversations every once in a while, just about life in general, and just kind of like where we are in life now. And looking at that Blockbuster thing kind of got me excited that like, hey, is something happening big with Blockbuster? Because right now we're so inundated with streaming services and just sitting on our couch and just watching these programs for hours on end. And I remember back in the day when you would actually get off of your ass, go inside of the video store and actually pick out a movie. And I don't know, there's something beautiful about that the fact that we weren't as lazy as we once were. And this kind of goes for us too, so yeah, that kind of just inspired me. And the point of the channel is to kind of keep everyone in check and start to disconnect from social media or just like the internet, and kind of reconnect to our reality.
Basically, it's because like we were kind of thinking that because right now basically we can literally just be in our couch and not do anything. Like we don't feel like connected to people anymore, because like we can order, like we can watch things online. We just we just go to our TV. We have like so many streaming platforms, and then we can order things online. We can order and skip the dishes, Uber Eats, and then we can order our groceries online. Like we can basically do everything online and never have to leave our couch. So like so it just kind of made us like think that like what was it like before, how good was it before, where we actually had to go out and we talk to people. We ask them, it's like, oh, what do you recommend for this week? What was the latest thing that you kind of recommend? Like we talk to people and we actually do things without our phone. Because right now I feel like we're constantly on our phones. Like for me, I feel like I am always on my phone, and I'm not like looking across like the other side and see what are other people doing. I don't feel like I'm connecting as much with people, or like doing anything that's not based on the internet, or not scrolling around TikTok or something, or like the reels. And so we feel like we wanted to kind of start this channel, even like this segment, even if it's just 1%, 2% who wants to like go on it with us. We would we would really appreciate like people just kind of doing it, just because we feel like it's important that that we stop just being on our phone, and we actually do things that makes us happy, that doesn't revolve in our in technology. Just because I think we both really feel strongly that it's gonna make us internally happy.
Yeah, so like the journey that I kind of want all of us to go on to is just, you know, disconnecting from technology just a bit. Like I understand the I understand the irony of this, that we're doing this on a social media platform, but we're not saying that social media should just go away, because that's who we are as a civilization. But let's use it in a different way, like to actually connect. And the journey that we want to go down is like every day for, I don't know, like an hour, 2 hours, or however long a day, is that we just kind of go back to a bit of the old ways of life, you know, like reading a book, reading a comic, reading the newspaper, going for walks, you know, conversing with one another, something that doesn't involve being on our phones, being just connected just only to the internet, you know. And I remember I used to read books a lot. I used to write, you know, I used to do a lot of that stuff. And then like as time goes on, we understand that everyone has priorities now. Everyone has to work. But I've always said there has to be more to life than just working. You know, that's not the only thing that humans are designed for. And I understand that, you know, some people like to claim that right now life is just it's so bad, it's so negative, it's like the worst time in history to be alive because we're so disconnected from each other. And while that might be true, it's also kind of not, you know, there is a lot of suffering in the world. We do understand that, but you know, we feel blessed that, you know, we have the opportunity to like do more than just kind of live and die on social media. Because honestly, there are times where I'll be on TikTok for a good hour, 2 hours straight, and it's so mind-numbing. I become like a zombie, right? And I don't know, I just want to kind of go back to doing other stuff than just being on my phone. You know, I want to go back to reading, I want to go back to writing, I want to go back, you know, for us to go out into nature, go and explore the world that we live in, because our time is limited. And I really want you guys to come with us on this journey, you know. And how you guys can do it is, you know, join us, you know, every day for like an hour, 2 hours, you know, do something outside your comfort zone, go learn a new skill, go learn a new language. Like, let's kind of go back to how humans used to be. You know, we used to be wanderers, explorers, dreamers, thinkers, philosophers. You know, we used to be all these things. Now it seems like we're just workers, and it seems like this device here is just like all we have. You know, it's kind of like a sad state. And I don't know, I hope this doesn't come off so pretentious. That's not our intentions at all. It's just that something that we want to do, and we want to use social media kind of like how maybe it was intended to do, to actually connect with people. And like, you know, how you guys can join us is like, just put in the comments of this video and we will read every single comment on our next video, and just we can kind of go on this journey with you guys as well. And again, this next week, you know, we're going to start doing that as well. We're going to start disconnecting from technology and reconnecting to reality, because social media is not a reality. It's not. And sometimes I get confused on what is real and what is not, because once you go onto your phone, you go onto like Instagram, TikTok, all that type of stuff, that's a reality of its own, but it's not real. You know, it's really not. And I think we should start taking advantage of like the blessings that we have in this world, you know, and start doing something more for other people, you know, like go volunteer, go do something outside of your comfort zone that's, you know, that will just break free of this, you know.
We're not like you said, you know, we're not trying to be pretentious or anything. I think it's just a way for us to keep each other in check. Like we keep each other in check, that, you know, that we're not always on our phone, that we're doing something else other than like, you know, other than basically work and then watch TV after. Like do something else that's not like, you know, that's not just watching TV. Because like I feel like even for me, like sometimes I basically just watch and like rewatch shows, or like I would scroll for a very long time just to find something I would want to watch. But I'm not doing anything else anymore that's, you know, that doesn't pertain to technology. Like I used to read as well, you know. I used to want to learn new things. I used to like learn more cooking, but now I'm more just like set on my ways and kind of lazy and not doing anything anymore. So this is just a way for keeping each other in check. It doesn't have to be like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a big thing. It doesn't have to be a big thing like it doesn't have to be like for a very long time if you want to, but it just has to be something kind of new, something that you're not really doing any, like you haven't been doing anymore, and then or you haven't done, and then you do it, and then we kind of talk about it, that you know, it doesn't involve technology, doesn't do any of that. And I hope, like we hope that, you know, by doing this we can do more things without thinking about it anymore, that you know, we don't, without thinking about it, without putting too much effort on it, and then it just comes out naturally, and hopefully it will give us, like, you know, more like happiness innately.
Yeah, so that's like the biggest thing, is that I know we live in the era of convenience, that, you know, technology is here for our convenience. I completely understand that, but at what point is too much convenience good for us, or is it bad for us? Because again, there were times where I used to drive to a drive-through for fast food, and I used to think I was lazy then. Now I don't even remember the last time I even drove to a drive-through. You know, if I'm hungry, I just go on my phone and I place an order for food. You know, I couldn't even imagine myself going through a drive-through. And I think, you know, maybe that's just a me thing, but I know there's a lot of out there that do agree that, you know, social media is an addiction, and I think we all need each other's help. We all need to reconnect with one another, and you know, it's just it's something that I'm really passionate about, and something that I really want to strive to do, because you know, we're gonna have a baby boy soon, and I want to do more with, you know, with him than, you know, just watch TV, watch shows with him. I want to explore the world. I want to like build puzzles. I want to draw. I want to do all this stuff. And I don't know, maybe we need you guys' help to put us in check too, because this will be a weekly video. Every week we're going to come back and we're going to read the comments, and we're going to discuss about it, and then we're gonna be like, okay, what's the next task for this next week? So again, we're very excited about this. I hope you guys will join us on this journey. And before we end off, I just want to play a little clip from a TV show, which is, again, ironic. I'm using, you know, a streaming service show, but it is a very beautiful, poignant point that that they came across, and it's from a show called The White Lotus. It's from season 2, and I just want you guys just to listen to it. And yeah, it's just, to me, this scene really kind of hit me hard, and it kind of like gave me a bit of like a wake-up call, like, all right, time to like take advantage of the blessings that we have in this world, and you know, do something more for each other and for yourself as well. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for joining us on this journey, and you know, we're so excited about this. But yeah, here's the scene.
Do you have any goals? What?
Goals?
Yeah.
What's some of your goals?
I don't know. Be satisfied? Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think you just gotta live every day as it comes, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I do anyway. Who knows if we're even gonna be here tomorrow?
Yeah. It's very true. The world's a fucked up place, so...
What's wrong with it?
Are you joking?
Pretty fucking good world, I'd say.
Literally everything's falling apart.
You'd rather live in the Middle Ages then, would ya? When they were ripping each other to shreds, yeah? They were way worse than ISIS or any of them lot. Like, it's a fucking miracle anyone's even left in Europe. All we've been doing is just fucking hacking each other to bits and burning each other at the stake. I'm ready for another beer. What I'm saying is, right, we're fucking lucky. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're living in the best time in the history of the world, on the best fucking planet. If you can't be satisfied living now, here, you're never gonna be satisfied. So let's get pissed. Eh?